we got some sound now. I think so.
I think that's what it was. Wasn't quite in.
Yay! We got it. We solved it. Yeah, let's do it again. Because, I mean, really, you guys
Welcome to our
deserve to
show.
hear it. Rewind.
The next time around, we'll do a better job. Here we go.
Here we go. That sounded like a car horn.
I like
in
the first
middle.
version. I didn't mess up with the notes. Nobody heard it. Oh my gosh. Anyway, it's so good to have you all here.
Yay!
So good. Welcome aboard. Happy June 1st.
Ahoy, mateys!
And we had a full May. We had a
was a
what's
very
this
full
next song we're
May.
doing?
Oh, let's see. The next song. Here we go. Let's get our
Yeah,
little
no, no.
cheat sheet here. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Farewell and adieu. That's it.
So I figured we'd do this one since it's somehow linked to Jaws.
Oh, that's right. Big anniversary this year. 50th anniversary.
That's right.
There's so many celebrations going on around here.
Molly was in the
about that.
movie.
That's right.
She was talking about it. A lot of people chatting with her about the fact that she was in the movie.
That's right. I earned my 10-speed, my first 10-speed bike from a week's pay of freezing out in the June water. I was glad I didn't have to go in.
Farewell and adieu to your bright Spanish maidens. Farewell and adieu to you ladies of Spain. Our captains commanded we sail for New England. Straight up the channel to New Bedford we'll go. We'll rent and we'll roll like a New Bedford whaleman. We'll rent and we'll roll on deck or below until we do sight that old gay headlight. It's straight up the channel to New Bedford we'll go. We'll heave our ship to with the wind from the southwest. We'll heave our ship to with the lead sounding clear. We'll fill our main topsails and sail straight away, boys. Straight up the channel to New Bedford we'll go. Here we go. Rent and we'll roll like a New Bedford whaleman. We'll rent and we'll roll on deck or below until we do sight that old gay headlight. It's straight up the channel to New Bedford we'll go. So let every man toss off a full bumper. Let every man toss off a full glass, and we'll drink and be jolly and drown melancholy. Here's to the health of each true-hearted lass.
We'll rant and we'll roll
like a New Bedford saw the Gay Head light a few days ago.
We did. And you wouldn't want to be betting your life on it right now because it's not working. They're doing some repairs on
It's not
it.
even lit.
That's right. That's rare.
It's covered with a canopy because they're rebuilding the top of it. All that cast iron and those windows and that whole thing is being rebuilt
Yeah,
to
so they've
look
got
authentic and
scaffolding.
original and whatever, but it looked like it'll last another 100 years or two.
That's good.
And they're putting new lights in it, and they're going back to the traditional light.
I'm so excited.
What is the pattern?
It used to be white, white, white,
Red.
And boy, I would always wait as a kid for that red. It was so exciting
So
to
a
see the
whole
red.
generation of people have grown up and they didn't see that. What
I
they
think
got
Connie
was
remembers that. Connie's here with us
what
too.
they remember up until it was shut down to do the work was just red and white. Go red, white, red, white.
Boring.
I mean, it's a wonderful pattern, a light pattern to differentiate it from other lighthouses. But let's go back to the traditional. Three whites and a red.
That's an unusual pattern. And that, of course, in the olden days when you didn't have the GPS, you'd be like, oh, it's the white, 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 red one. And you'd know which one that was.
That's right. That's
yeah,
right.
you know where you were.
So we're very happy, very pleased to know that, that she's going to be all right.
That's right. And I remember reading that in the newspaper when they were talking about doing this particular renovation, that there were people like my age, our age, that were saying, we want to make sure it goes back to the original pattern. We're like, yay, yay. People care. It was really nice to see that.
I'm not seeing the list over there. What's the next one?
Oh. Well, we were going to talk a little bit about where I've been. What
So
have I
Molly's
up
been
here?
out of town. She's been out of town.
Out
And
of
some
town
of
in
you
a
already
big
know
way.
the story, but for the rest of you, she's been out of the country.
That's right.
She's not even been in this hemisphere. She switched sides.
That's right. This was the most amazing Christmas present to me. That was a total surprise that my son, Simon, gave to me and to his sister too and his girlfriend. So the four of us went, and actually they invited this lovely man to come too, this guy sitting right here. And you had too many other things to do
I
at
had
this
so
time
many
of
other
year.
things to do.
We'll tell about all those things next too, because this is a busy time of year for you. Yeah. So I went off with my kids and
With my blessing.
it was so sweet. And it was amazing. We went to London and we went to Salzburg.
Folks, she went to England.
Yay!
You're not paying close enough attention to her. She went to London.
And guess who I saw when I was there? Sharon and Ted. Woohoo! Yay!
Our long-standing supporters of
So awesome.
Sunday at Sea.
And not only did I see them, but they treated me to the most wonderful day of going someplace I had never been, having an experience on the water, on the Thames River. We took an Uber boat and we sailed around and we saw everything all on both sides, old and new mixed in, but in such a really inventive and tasteful way. It was really a lovely, lovely journey. And then we found our way to the little town or city, small city, it's like a town, of Greenwich. And Greenwich might be sounding familiar because it's Greenwich Mean Time. Does that ring a bell?
Are you familiar at all with Greenwich Mean Time? They talk about Greenwich Mean Time.
That's right.
Universal Time.
So Sharon and I stood in two different time zones because we were on either side of the line, the big important line, the meridian there. It was so exciting. We had the most fun day. We saw the observatory. We saw the place where they worked on the science of longitude and discovered it. Is this what you want, honey? You want
I
that?
just want to make sure I'm ready for you.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting ready for you.
So it was just amazing. We had the most wonderful tour guide there. If you ever get a chance to go there, first of all, it's beautiful. The Maritime Museum is there. The Old Naval Academy is there. And it's just a lovely, lovely campus and little town. We get some gelato. That was so good. And went up, a big tall walk up to the top of the hill, which of course was picked for a wonderful location for an observatory where some highfalutin people.
Can I say some stuff about
Oh,
Gwinnett?
please do, please do.
So anyone who has a love for the ocean, love for the sea, and love for the story about ships going through the ocean in the days before GPS and the days before internet will remember and with fondness the stories about the invention and creation of latitude and longitude. And Molly retraced the steps of where that all began, that story began.
Sharon
Okay,
and
now
Ted
go
and
back.
I had a great time learning these things. Like, well, there was a close period of time where there were terrible storms and 4 very large ships and hundreds of
The
people.
1700s.
They were lost at sea. And this had been happening just way too much because
For
they
a simple reason.
Yeah.
They didn't know where they were.
Well
didn't know-
put.
They pull out the charts and they wouldn't know where they were because they didn't know their longitude.
They could tell the latitude. That was something they could see from the North Star and
They
the other
could do
stars.
with their sextant, they might be able to get a little bit of an estimate of this and that.
But they were off this way, the longitude way. And so, of course, then you might be dashing into the rocks where you didn't even think they were there. So there were just
Molly
too
went to
many of
the
those.
original place.
It was so cool.
It was so
We
cool.
learned so much, and this was my favorite part of the story. And Sharon and Ted, please in the comments add more that you like. But one of my favorite parts of the story was the Queen put out a big contest because she
300
was like,
years ago, right?
we need
200
to
years
solve
ago.
this problem. I want all the best people, all your ideas, and anybody who wins the prize of figuring out how we can figure out longitude to help these people not get lost at sea, help not all this cargo not get lost at sea, help all these ships not get dashed on the rocks. If you have an idea of how you can figure out what longitude is,
You win the prize.
you win the 20,000 pounds, which of course back in those days was millions of dollars.
It was $1 billion.
It was like huge. It was mega. You win the mega bucks.
$1 million.
So all these people, of course, were submitting their ideas, and some were total crocks, and some had some merit to them. But the guy who really made huge steps and finally won the prize was a carpenter from the North Country. And he was actually kind of surprised that they took him seriously at first. This big, highfalutin scientist who was in residence in Greenwich and working with all the top minds gave him the time of day. And it's a good thing he did because he ended up solving it. And there were a couple of problems.
The problem that he was trying to do is they needed a clock on board the ship to be able to be in coordinated time with someplace in the and they couldn't invent a clock that would stand through the high seas and low seas.
Because picture a
And
grandfather
keep time.
clock on the big old ships, right? What would be happening to that grandfather clock? The pendulum would break, everything would tip over, it wouldn't keep accurate time.
The first thing they had to come up with was a clock on the land that would keep accurate time from day and night through the year.
That's right.
And then once they got that, they could establish, the beginning idea of about what longitude was.
So,
But then
yeah.
what about ships? You had to
What
come
about
up with a
ships?
chronometer of some kind of a clock that would keep precise time. And it was through having those clocks on board ships that they could establish longitude.
Because they
All right,
could
go
figure
on.
out their speed, they could know how fast they were going, latitude-wise, they could figure out, oh, we've gone this far, they could figure it out. So the part that I loved about the carpenter was that he solved the lubrication of the clock parts problem because it used to be goose fat that was used. This was before whale oil, any other kind of oil. Goose fat was lubricating the clocks. Well, you can figure in the cold weather on a ship what would be happening to that fat. It was going to turn to sludge and Crisco and gum up the works. No clock was going to work on there, right? It was going to be terrible. So he said, he worked on it and he figured out I have a substitute for it. It was wood. Not just any wood, a special kind of exotic wood from some far off land where they were sending those ships to. And it was a wood that was very, very hard, dense, and very, very oily, so that the rubbing of it, the friction against that wood, caused the oil to come out. Wasn't that genius? I love that. That guy from up the North Country just figured that out. So that was one of the problems. Then the other problem was how to get something that was going to substitute
You
for
can't
the
use
pendulum.
a pendulum on a ship.
He had springs, he had weighted things, he had things like that that were compensating, and finally it wound down to these little things that looked like big pocket watches, right? And that was
Yeah,
the
chronometer. Right?
chronometer.
So I get back to that fact. You couldn't use a pendulum. And that was the nightmare. How do you create a clock without a pendulum in those days?
Yeah.
That's
So they
why
had to
this
work
man
hard
was so
on it.
special.
And he worked, and I also love this. He was a humble guy who was really dedicated to figuring it out. So he had quite a few different iterations of his model that he said, hey, this could be it. And it wasn't quite good enough. So he said, nope, don't give me the prize money yet. Nope. So it took a very long time for him to finally say, okay, all right, I think I'm there. So I think that's
Isn't
such
that
a
an
cool
amazing
story. Yeah. And we were there. It was such a fun day. It was
And
beautiful.
it was a huge deal finding out where you are, because we had, in this hemisphere, we had from New England, from Martha's Vineyard, from Nantucket, from New Bedford and Long Island, we had whale ships that were going far out at sea, and they had to know where they were. Are you getting Sharon in there? Are you going to
I
respond
know.
to this?
Listen to what Sharon and Ted said. Sharon says, so genius, Molly, you could take your own tour group now. And then Ted says, you're better than our guide we had, Molly. Send in your application immediately. Well, I'm sure I'm shy on the details, but I got the passion for the story. That's true.
Isn't that wonderful? Please give a thumbs up.
Hey, Hollis is here too. Hey, Hollis from
Oh my
Plymouth.
God,
Yay.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, Hollis, we're glad you're here with us too.
Yay, Hollis.
We got lots of friends here. Susan's here from Chicago. We got Joanne here. We got, I think Bill was here. We got a bunch of people. It's so nice. Thank you guys
a
for
family
joining
reunion.
us. Yay! Yay! We
I'm
missed
so glad
you.
to have you here.
I know.
So it's so important that we get on to this next song, the song that Molly wrote, because here she is, a world traveler now, or always a world traveler, but anyhow. So this is a song that she wrote, which we love. We love this song.
And it's about traveling.
It's about traveling safely
Yeah, and that's
with
not.
chronometers that
That's
work.
right. It's not a given, so it's a thing not to be taken lightly. All right, I got to get out my recorder for this one here. Here we go. Yeah,
So I can tell you up front that I missed Molly while she was away.
I missed him
It was
too.
the longest extended separation between us two people, except for before we met.
Yeah, that was a lot of years.
So I had to do a Blessing of the Fleet concert performance at the Chilmark Community Church. And they wanted to hear some of the songs that Molly and I do together, like this next one. And I wouldn't do it because this is a Molly song.
Aw,
A Molly
you
song.
would have done it great
And it's a
too.
lovely Molly song.
Wow, we do it together really
And while she
nicely.
was away, I was recovering from my cataract surgery,
That's right.
which is no small deal.
Yeah.
And I had to behave, pay attention, even though I had so many other things I wanted to do, like get the boat ready and get the boat in the water,
And get
Well,
the garden ready.
get the garden ready, and all that.
Yep.
Anyhow, I managed to do both. I got the boat in the water, no mast. We'll get a mast on her hopefully in the next few days, and the garden is ready for planting.
And successful cataract surgery.
It's very
Woo!
successful. The
Very,
world
very
looks
good.
different. Anyone who has cataract surgery, get in touch with me, but it's a different world. Anyhow, Waterman's Journey, it's a journey. Hopefully everybody makes it to where they're going.
That's right. heart can be. So we turn our hearts to God and we pray. Guide us safely day and night. May our winds be warm and light. Have us ride the waves to see another day.
With a heave and hold ashore, make our blessings
many more.
as we count them. See them multiply by 10. Keep our hearts away from pride as we journey far and wide. Keep us safe and bring us home once again. Isn't this an appropriate song?
Oh yeah.
Oh, the bounty of the sea is as fickle as can be, but we choose it guided by your steady hand. Help us find the fish we seek, just enough to last a week, for our families that we left upon the land. With a heave and hold ashore, make our blessings many more. As we count them, see them multiply by 10. Keep our hearts away from pride as we journey far and wide. Keep us safe and bring us home once again. Be brave, guide us as we catch each wave. From trough to crest, please keep us homeward bound. Help us ride through gust and gale with a sturdy mast and sail. See us through another day on Vineyard Sound. Shore, make our blessings many more. As we count them, see them multiply by 10. Keep our hearts away from pride as we journey far and wide. Keep us safe and bring us home once again. I'm glad you're back.
Aw, you're so sweet.
Aren't we glad she's back?
I'm glad I'm back.
Please comment.
I mean, I had a wonderful time. We went to Salzburg. We went on the Sound of Music tour. We were singing our heads off. The bus was clapping for us. We knew all the songs and all the harmony parts and all the lyrics. Yeah, we were total Sound of Music geeks. It was so much fun. We went to all the Harry Potter stuff in London. Oh, and so many more things. It was just a wonderful, wonderful, beautiful family time. And we just made the most of it. It was awesome. And I'm glad to be back too. So, yay.
Yeah, I was just visualizing in my mind a trip. A mother goes with her son and her daughter. And so many symbols and parts of the trip are reminiscent of things that they went through as for the kids when they were growing up and when Molly was being a mom. So what a great way to honor that history, that family history, that legacy, and kindle kindle, bring alive. I mean, they were. Molly told me that the kids grew up reading all of Harry Potter books. And,
Acting them out, making the costumes, every birthday party, you name it.
and no surprise, Molly was a big follower of The Sound of Music, and her children followed her.
That's the first movie I remember seeing. And I thought it was going to be like some boring film strip that we had to watch in music class, but it wasn't at all. It was really fun. I think, we got this one first, though. I don't know if you want to do that one first. How are we doing on time? We're good. We got time for both. Whatever one you want to do first.
'Twas Friday morn when we set sail, we'd not been far from land, when the captain spied a lovely mermaid with a comb of glass in her hand.
Oh, the ocean waves may blow, and the stormy winds may blow,
while we poor sailors go skipping to the top, and the
landlubbers lie down below, below, below,
and the
landlubbers lie down below.
While up spoke the captain of our gallant ship, and a great old captain was he. I have a wife in Salem town, tonight a widow she'll be.
Oh, the ocean waves may roll, and the stormy winds may blow,
while we poor sailors go skipping to the top, and the landlubbers lie down below, 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 and the landlubbers lie down below. Well, up spoke the cook of our gallant ship, and a greasy old cook was he. I care more for my kettles and my pots than I do for the bottom of the sea.
Oh, the ocean waves may roll,
and the
stormy winds may blow,
while we poor sailors go skipping to the top, and the landlubbers lie down below, 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 and the landlubbers lie down below. Well, up spoke the cabin boy of our gallant ship, and a dirty little brat was he. I have some friends in Boston town, they don't give a halfpenny for me.
Oh, the ocean waves may roll,
and the
stormy winds may blow,
while we poor sailors go skipping to the top, and the landlubbers lie down below, 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 and the landlubbers lie down below. Well, 3 times round went our gallant ship, and 3 times round went she. The 3rd time round our gallant ship, she sank to the bottom of the sea.
Oh, the ocean waves may roll,
and the
stormy winds may blow,
while we poor sailors go
skipping to the top,
and the
landlubbers lie down below, below, below,
and the landlubbers lie down below, 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 and the landlubbers lie down below. What a cheerful song.
I know, I was going to say, it's such a jolly little tune, and then you start listening
got a
to
great
the
tune,
words.
you listen to the words of them. Oh my gosh. Anyhow, well, you visualize in your mind, why would they be singing these songs? Well, they're just stories of their life.
Yeah.
You're seafaring people out there, and they don't have an AM radio, an FM radio, a shortwave radio. They don't have anything.
That's right.
They only have what they share with each other, and that's songs and stories.
Mm-hmm. And I guess if they were singing a song like that, they were kind of maybe feeling lucky that it wasn't them that was happening to.
Yeah, and I think in a world that is troubled, something we wouldn't know anything about.
No, of course not. No.
You have to cope.
Yeah.
You have to find ways to cope. And so these guys who are singing these songs to set their work rhythm, you know, the sea shanties were songs sung mostly by sailors when they were doing work.
Hard work.
Hard work, lifting and pulling and shoving and doing whatever. Or late in the day or later when they were sitting around just in the fellowship of each other, sharing music.
Mm-hmm.
So these songs are amazing, and these songs are long-standing songs that go back centuries. And the thing that's so interesting, I mean, we're so wrapped up in the idea of popular music and how wonderful that is, and we all love popular music and that thing. But these songs kicked around for years.
And I'm sure they
and
changed
years
a little
and years.
bit, and new verses
Before
were
they
made.
were even written down.
Yeah.
Before they were, and certainly not from generations, before they were recorded. It was, so in other words, this is a song that you learn from a sailor friend. It's like a story. You passed from one sailor to another, from one ship to another.
And it's like the game of telephone, where each person would hear it a little different and pass it on maybe a little different. So the tune would morph a little, or the words would morph a little, but the general flavor was still there. Speaking of flavor, I think it's about time to have
Yeah, we got to do this.
wet
We
our
got to
whistles.
toast to our followers. We got
Toast to all of you. We're so
toast
glad
our
to see
crew.
you.
Thank you for being with us. Thank you for being
Thank you.
patient.
That's right.
Thank you for following us, for encouraging us, your emails, your correspondence. Thank you to our Patreon people, all the amazing people.
That's right. We're so grateful. We love you. What a wonderful community you are.
That's why we do it.
That's right. That's right.
Come all young sailormen, listen to me. I'll sing you a song of the fish in the sea.
Blow your winds westerly, westerly blow. We're bound to the southward, so steady she goes.
Well, up comes the bluefish. He's a wagging his tail. He flips and he flops and says, time to make sail.
Blow your winds westerly, westerly blow. We're bound for the southward, so steady she goes.
Now up comes the mackerel with his striped back. He stands on the deck and he says, my name is Jack.
Blow your winds westerly, westerly blow. We're bound to the southward, so steady she goes.
Now up comes the flatfish and we call him Skate. If you'll be the captain, I'll be the mate.
Blow your winds westerly, westerly blow. We're bound to the southward, so steady she goes.
Now up comes the codfish with his chuckle head. He's out on the chains, heaving the lead.
Blow your winds westerly, westerly blow. We're bound to the southward, so steady she goes.
Now up comes the swordfish. He's the king of the sea. We're coming about, boys, so heartily.
Blow your winds westerly, westerly blow. We're bound to the southward, so steady she goes.
One more verse. Now up comes the fisherman. He's stalwart and grim. He dips his big net in and scoops them all in.
Blow your winds westerly, westerly blow. We're bound to the southward, so steady she goes. Blow your winds westerly, westerly
down to the southern, so steady she goes.
Oh boy. Oh.
Is Hollis still out there?
Yeah, Hollis is
We're
still
going to
out
have
there.
a great story to tell you soon.
Oh yeah, Hollis says, "Oh, the Anglican squeeze box." There it is. It's right
Thank you.
there.
Hollis, we're going to sit on this story. We're not going to tell them tonight.
Not gonna tell tonight. This is like so cool. We're waiting for the big reveal.
This past month was a magical month. I mean, we already
was.
talked about Europe. We already
Yeah.
talked about, but and then Hollis takes us back a few more months. It's just been remarkable. The people who've come forward, the people who have joined with us, and I just have to. And the world is in awful shape right now, so it is enormously important that we share with you how appreciative we are of your fellowship.
Mm-hmm.
Being a musician, being an artist, being a creative and sensitive person. We love poetry. You know, there's stuff going on around here that's really disturbing. So that means you have a role to play with us. And so we're going to say thank you again.
And again.
Anyway,
And again.
I just have to throw that in there. Put that in as a measure because it's not easy.
Mm-mm.
All right, what are we doing?
Ooh,
We're
I think
doing
we got a
Scully's.
little
Oh, we're going for it.
instrumentals here now.
Whoa, we got this too.
We're gonna do a little Irish. We're gonna take you across the sea. Have a little Irish.
We got another little
tune.
tune for you.
That's right. It's a reel. Scully's reel.
Hollis, notice she's playing a fiddle.
That's right. I'm gonna play the fiddle. Play a little bit of.
Here
All right.
Here we go.
2, ready, go.
Oh boy. We do manage to have fun.
That's right.
Even when I throw notes up in the air and they fly around left and right. I hope everybody has a nice week. I hope you all have a nice June.
Boy, does that ginger beer taste good. That is yummy stuff. That was something I missed in Europe. I couldn't find ginger beer. Oh, Hollis is going to bring his Irish drum next time he comes over.
Oh.
That'll be fun. Yay. That'll be awesome. Yay. Aw. Aw, we love you all.
There's some, I mean, I will say, I know I'm repeating myself, but I want to repeat it with another way, another direction. There, in these incredibly difficult and challenging times, people are getting by. They're making it. They're pulling through. They're coming through.
And coming together.
And they're coming together.
And that's what we love to do.
And they're sharing in the warmth and fellowship. I mean, the human experience is anyhow, it's so wonderful to have the people that we have around us.
That's right. And speaking of people we have around us and people we got to thank, we got to have a huge thank you to Brad. Brad
Brad.
Brad
Oh my gosh.
is invaluable, and Brad's been away too. He's been doing some stuff, so we have had a couple of sessions with Brad. We were hoping to do some techie things, some tricks today, but all the tricks have decided to postpone themselves. So we're just back to normal, and that's okay too. It's all good. But we're so appreciative for everything that Brad does, because Brad from afar will take our footage and he spices it up and allows us to be able to share it online in podcasts. You can go to the FisherPoetryArchive.com and find our show.
Find what we do.
That's right. In podcasts, all sorts of other Fisher poets you can find there. Their wonderful, wonderful work. And also, he allows us to be able to be on cable access TV here on the Vineyard, MVTV, or also on CCM in Salem, Oregon. We have fans there that we've never met, and we're so happy that we get to share this wonderful music and fun with you too. So that's wonderful. If you
We
want
have
to,
Patreon, can I sneak that in?
Go,
Patreon
please do.
supporters, people who financially support us on a monthly, a small contribution, $3 or a little more, or $10, whatever. They make a contribution to us to help us do what we're doing.
it helps
and-
us.
and it's
Instruments need
hugely
repair,
wonderful.
things need doing,
And it
every
helps
bit
underwrite
helps.
the cost of things we did. I mean, we've done musical instrument restoration. We're doing
Yeah.
techie stuff.
We had to get a different iPad because that one
Yeah.
bit the dust.
So we're doing cool things, and it's all part of this community of support. And we can't do a show without having a moment. And I know, please don't, this is about saying thank you. And we have to say thank you.
Yes, thank you very
Because
much.
you folks are out there, you know who you are. Some of you are, many of you are anonymous. Oh my gosh, you're anonymous supporters.
And if you
friends.
want to turn not anonymous and sign up to receive the wonderful newsletters that this journalist, professional photographer puts out, sign up. You can go to our website, mollyandmark.com, and find us and just sign up and get a free
It's
newsletter.
a free newsletter.
Yeah.
It,
Keep in touch.
it doesn't come out. It's irregular when it comes out, but we're so. But anyhow, the good news is, it's that community, and
That's right.
and that's what we need to say thank you.
Very much so. That's right. And one of the best ways we say thank you is singing this favorite song that you love it, and we want you to sing along with us because it's
That's
a
right.
favorite.
I mean, the product, music is a product of our
This is
product of you and
Yeah.
the creative energy that we share with you and you share with us.
And we've gotten it from eras back, and Gail Huntington.
We got friends
Found
on
this one.
for those of you who are tuning in for the first time, we got friends on the West Coast.
Hey, Joanne. Hey, Brad.
And they're not a small number
And
of
hey,
them. There are
Susan
quite a
in the
few
middle of the
them.
country.
We got folks in Texas.
That's right. Hey, Bill. Hey, Bill has a nice message on here. It was so long update about his family.
Oh,
I can't
boy.
wait to read it when we're done here. I can't wait to read it. Yeah,
And-
we love those stories. Thank
So,
you.
as a last gesture, if any one of you would just want to mention the state that you come from, or, I mean, we know folks in Illinois, Chicago.
We got Melissa from the Chesapeake.
Oh, we love Melissa.
That's right.
Anyway, thank you for being with us tonight. Call all hands to man the capstan. See the cable running clear. Heave away and with the Wilburys for New England we do steer, rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea, rolling home to dear New England, rolling home, dear God to thee. Fare thee well, yes, Spanish maidens, it is time to bid adieu. Bye-bye. Happy times we spent together. Happy times, oh yeah, we spent with you. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea, rolling home to dear New England, rolling home, dear God to thee. Round Cape Horn, one frosty morning, and the sails were full of snow.
Oh, even heavier.
Tighten those sheets and pull in those halyards.
Oh boy.
Let her off and let her go. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea, rolling home to dear New England, rolling home, dear God to thee. One more verse.
One more. You know it. You love it.
Many thousand miles behind us, many thousand miles to go. The ocean lifts her waves to bring us to that well remembered shore, rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea, rolling home to Martha's Vineyard.
Oh yeah.
Rolling home, dear God to thee. Woo!
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. You all have a good week. All right. We'll see you next week. Woohoo!
Yay!
Yay!
Come all young sailormen, listen to me. I'll sing you a song of the fish in the sea. blow, ye winds westerly, westerly blow. We're bound to the south'ard, so steady she goes.